Hi everyone. As part of our secure coding project, we developed an app. That app is containing two types of users. One is student and another is admin. A student can be able to create an event, post an event, modify an event, modify his or her own details. And admin can be able to list all the students, list all the events, and change his or her credentials. So here is the functionality I'm going to explain. First is register. So we have to give the credentials and register. Then the as you can see, the user is successfully registered. Here we created an database which is containing two tables, events and students. Here you can see the updated created student record with username as R, roll number as 9, and password stored in hash format. And we have included one more field is admin, which for admin we have stored 1, and for all the other users we have stored 0. Here the user can be able to log in by giving the credentials, roll number and password. Uh, Here you can see the user is successfully registered. We can post an event, view an event, delete an event, modify an event, update profile and log out. We are posting an event. Here we create an event and we are posting the event. We have successfully posted the event. In the events table, you can see the event name as secure coding SC and date and time, and the organizer as the username. So we can modify the event. Uh, we have to provide the event name. We'll get the details to change the event. I have changed the event date from 2015 to 2016 and time, etc. Here I have reposted and it is successfully modified. In the database, you can see the modified version, whereas date is set to 2016 and time is set to 10. The user can be able to delete the event. The user have to provide the details of the event name. Just we have successfully deleted the event. Here you can see there is 0 rows in the table events. Where the event is, the user can be able to update his or her own profile. We provide the role name and updating the password to something else. Updated successfully. Uh, Here the user can be able to view the events, list all the events. So here you can see name of the event and date, time and organizer. There are two events which are being organized. You can see. Likewise, we have checked whether the user is admin or normal student in the starting page itself. If the user is admin, then the user will be redirected to the admin page. The admin is having only 4 activities where he or she can perform. He can list all the events, he can list all the students, update his or her own profile and log out. You can check you can check the list events. The admin can be able to list the events as student perform. The admin can be able to list all the users. Here you can see there are 3 users with roll number 8 and name as RAG, roll number 9 and name as R, and a roll number as admin and name as admin. Now I am going to explain the insecure features in our app. First I am showing what I am showing is SQL attack, SQL attack injection. Here I gave the username as 1 or 1 equals to 1. Whatever password we give, if we click on login button, we can be able to successfully log in. Here we can perform whatever operation we want to. Second one is cross-site scripting attack. Here I am giving the event name as some script which will be stored in the database. Here you can see the uh, event details stored as it is, script, alert and date and time. Here we can see the result of the attack when we click on events. one message was displayed showing attack the prompt what we have set. Next attack what I am showing is session fixation. Here the user can be able to log in. If the user logs out and click on the back button, you can see uh, we forward it to the session of the user which he or she has used before. Here we can do anything, post an event, view an event, modify event, likewise. Here you can see the user can be able to post an event by clicking on back button, thus it is prone to session fixation. Here is a secure version of our app. Here the user can register. Uh, we provide input validation in such a way the user has to enter minimum n number of characters for roll number, for name, and for password it should be like this. It should have one capital letter and one special character, one number, like that. So here we provided some random values. If I click on register, here we can see the toast message. Password should be 8 character long with at least one special character, like that. Roll number only numeric. These things we have performed. Now I am performing with all the valid details. Here you can see the user is registered successfully. Uh, we can check the details here in the table whether the user is inserted or not in student table. The roll number is 8 and name is Shina, etc. Password is hash format and username is 0. So this is the secure version. First we have defined the SQL injection. If we give the username or password anything as 1 or 1 equals to 1, we'll show uh, the username should be valid only numeric. We have performed the input validation, and server side we have used prepare statement in order to stop the SQL injection. So one more feature is we secured the sensitive web data uh, while requesting the user for login by providing username and password. The data is transferred to the server as a plain text. What we did was we applied some algorithm, encryption and decryption algorithm in order to make the password encrypted. And server side we have applied decryption algorithm to perform the decryption, and we checked it with the password and we matched both of those. Here we perform AES algorithm. You can see encrypt password. Here you can see. Here we'll provide the key, and the value what we get is encrypted value of encrypted value. And one more attack what we performed is cross-site scripting. We defended. Here if the user tries to enter the script as a name, if we click on post, here we can see enter valid name. We perform input validation in order to defend against the attack. And fifth one is session fixation. Before we saw, if we click on back after login in, if we click on back button, if we click on logout button, the user will be logged out, and if we click on back button, the user will be able to go to the last session. But if we click here, the user will be forwarded to login screen again. We have used shared preferences in to make sure that session fixation can't be possible on our. And client side we used Android in order to create all the events and request the server from here. We used REST APIs in order to contact the server. Here is the server code. We wrote a database connection, and for every event, for delete event, for examine, we wrote the specified the required files. You can see in server side we use prepare statements in order to defend against the SQL injection, and client side we perform pattern matching and input validation in order to defend against SQL injection, cross-site scripting, etc. And we wrote a file called session management. In that we included shared preferences in order to make sure that session fixation can't be done. Already you saw a client side we performed encryption in order to make the sensitive web data secure. In server side, we use decryption uh, uh, in order to get the original value of the encrypted value from the client. As I told you, we provided same functionalities to the users in secured and secure versions, whereas we provided security in both versions. Security is the only difference. Thank you.